All praises to the Almighty, sublime creator of all things. Yes, my loving Heavenly Father. Hallelujah. And to all of the servants in the kingdom of the Most High. Shalom. I send you my light and love, and I receive yours. All of the beautiful comments that um, you have sent or you have posted on this station has been such an encouragement to the Hebrew widow. It's just so beautiful, and I receive all of that light and love. Yes, it just gives me, it raises my vibration and it brightens my light every time. It's just such a pleasure to share these things that the Most High has given me to share with you. And believe me, as I'm going through these lessons, it's something that the Most High is dealing with me on. So yes, he's still dealing with me. I'm not an A student. Not by any means do I have a spiritual 4.0, but I'm not failing. And he's bringing my D grades up. He's bringing them up. I'm getting C's on certain things, B's on certain things, A's on certain things. And certain things I might still be at a D, but he's helping me out with it. Yeah, you know how we have tests in school, tests for jobs, and those scores determine how well we learned something. And in this matrix, we're in spiritual school, and we have many teachers. And so I start thinking about school and my experience in school, in this matrix. And in school, there's a lot of different subjects that we have to study and discipline ourselves to learn the things in order to get a good grade, right? Many different subjects, though. And so now the Hebrew widow, I was looking at my report card on the last level before the Most High started dealing with me, because listen, all of the things that I have been sharing with you is things that the Most High has imparted to me because I needed to deal with it. So when I looked at my report card, my Spirit Man report card from 3 months ago, man, I had like a C, I'll say a C minus. Yeah, on a lot of different subjects, a C minus. Some subjects I got A's on, some I got B's on, some I failed, yeah. And so in school, there's many different things in our lives, many different subjects in our lives, and it's very, very few that have 4.0 grade point averages. Very, very few. So don't feel bad if you got a C because you passed. See, I got a C on my last, I'll say my last semester in spirit school. I got like a C. Yeah. And now on the next level, on this level, I've been having to take a lot of quizzes. Yeah. You know how you have the quizzes and then you have the final examination. Yeah, so I've been having a lot of quizzes. I haven't passed to another level yet. I haven't passed up to another grade yet. Yeah. But I've been taking a lot of quizzes, and some of the quizzes I passed with flying colors, and then other quizzes I kind of struggle with, and I don't get such a good grade on. And then the Most High, my tutors, yeah, we have tutors. Ruach HaKodesh, our ancestors, the angels, yeah, the Most High, have them to help us through if we have an ear to hear and pay attention. And so that's what we're in. We're in spirit school. And the Hebrew widow is not a 4.0 average. I'm striving for it. I'm striving. But if I can pass this level with a better grade than I got on the last level, And I know that I'm making the Most High proud every time my grade is elevated too. I'm just so happy, and that's what I'm praying for. And so I started thinking about my experience going through school and college, and some things popped into my mind. And one thing is the people that we are around that were influencing our lives. Now, I never was around a lot of people. I just didn't fit in with the crowd, okay? But I would have a friend here and a friend there, yeah. I tried to hang out with some girls before, but that didn't work out. It almost was very dangerous for me, yeah. And so I just decided that I was going to kind of be a loner unless I met one person. And so now I had that one friend might be a grand influence on me, or that friend might have been a bad influence on me. So I remember when I was in college and I had to take algebra from like the first level, because when I went to high school, we didn't have to take algebra. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Many, many moons. Many, many moons. And so when I had to go into that first algebra class, it was like Chinese to me. Yeah, and that's a universal language that all of us should know. The Most High know. He used mathematics in all of his creation. And so I just felt like I only know addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication. Yeah, and I don't know how to put this together here at all. I don't understand it. And so I said, now I have to pass it. I was very serious because I was a young mother and wife. And so when I had the opportunity to go to college, I took it very seriously because that could get cut off at any time. Yeah. It's like my family's depending on my grades now. And so in that class, it was a Chinese girl. She was the only Chinese girl in there. And I was led to go to her. I was like, I know Chinese people are good with math. And she had just came over from China. And so she didn't understand the language very well, but she knew that math. And I was good with English. And so I started talking to her. We had the math and the English classes. We had the same ones. And so I was like, girl, if you help me understand this math, I'll help you with your English. And so she was like, that sounds good. So we had an hour break before our next class, and we would spend that hour. She would help me with my math, and I would help her with her English. And that combination, boy, both of our grades, we both got good grades. In math, she get an A, I got a B. In English, I got an A, she got a B. Because we helped each other. So you see how that positive influence, like we had the same goal in mind, and we worked together to help each other up. Yeah, so we did very well with that. Whereas, in high school, I had one friend. I had one girlfriend. Man, we would be ditching school all the time. We would ditch school, go to the parties, and smoke the weed and all of that kind of stuff. But I would always be scared because I had an awesome fear of my father, my natural father. I'm like she would go in stores and she would steal, and I was like, what are you doing? And she said, girl, I'm getting this and that. And open up her coat or something. I said, I'm going outside now. If you get caught, I'm sorry, girl, I don't know you. And I'm gone. I'll wait outside for you, because if I get caught with you, my father, he will kill me. So I was like, I had an awesome fear. So I was like, nah, you do your thing, but I ain't participating. I don't want to be around you while you're doing it. And so I didn't succumb to that, right? But I did succumb to the party part of it, yeah. The ditching school and all of that kind of stuff. But I would go so far with it. I always had a little compass there. It was like a little moral compass or fear compass, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I really respected my father, and I didn't want to make him ashamed of me either. And I know not only would I be punished, but also I would make him ashamed, and I never wanted to make my mother and father ashamed of me. All praises to the Most High for putting that inside of me. And so the people that we are around really influence our grade. Yeah, and different things. Yeah, some for the better, and some will lower our grades. Yeah, we have to know the difference. And when we elevate to other levels in the spirit school, some people are not going to elevate with you. Yeah, some people are not. Just like in school. You elevate to the next level and somebody failed everything, they're not going to pass the grade to go to the next level. And it's the same thing in the spirit realm. Yeah, and then you have to be with a whole another group of people that have elevated to the same level that you're on. And then some people get left behind. Yeah, because they didn't make that C minus like you did. They actually made an F. Yeah. And so you made that C minus barely passing, and you were so glad to pass with that C. Yeah. So grade point average is influenced by, not by just sheer, oh, I'm so smart. No. It has a lot to do with discipline. It has a lot to do with listening skills, yeah. And so we have to be mindful of who we're around. And I was talking to a new dear friend, a new dear sister, fellow servant. All praises to the Most High for you. And you know, we were talking about friendships, and both of us were praying that the Most High bless us with like-minded friend, a like-minded friend that we can talk about these things together, and you know, just have that good relationship with, because we both have the mindset like me with the Chinese girl. You know, you want somebody to have the same kind of motivation to want to get a good grade. And so on my last level, like I said, I was on a C minus, and so the Most High, I passed though with the C minus, and so he's elevated me to another level, a very new level, and I'm sharing my school experience with you every lesson, because all the things that I talk about are things that I have dealt with myself. I have dealt with all these things myself. So that lets you know what level I was on. Yeah. So the Most High is giving me skills so I can do better on this level. And I'm praying that I pass with flying colors. Yeah. I don't want to just barely pass. Yeah. So going back to school again, I remember I went to the inner city schools like I was talking about, with those bad teachers and all that kind of stuff like that. The whole environments were different. Because on my senior year, I was transferred over to a predominantly white school where I was the only melanated person in all of my classes. Yeah, it was a little tiny bus back then. Yeah, I'll be the only melanated person in my class, and I was so far behind because the teachers that were in the inner city were horrible. They didn't care about us. They didn't care if we learned or not. They just didn't want any drama in their classes. If you were good as far as your behaviors, they would just pass you along. They didn't care. It was so many of us that graduated from high school that can't read and can't write a complete sentence, don't know punctuations. You know, they just really did us a number. And I'm going to tell you why, too. And this is in the spirit realm, too. Now, when I was in the inner city school, they can ditch in the bathroom and get away with it, have weed parties, gamble in the bathroom. And this is way back in the 70s when I was in high school. And they let this thing go, and the principal knew about it, the security guards knew about it, and they did not care. They did not care at all. They just had us bunched together, all of us together in the inner city school with these rotten teachers that just wanted a paycheck. and a principal that went along with this so that we can see. The whole thing is, if you don't, they would pass us. Like, you would actually graduate not knowing how to read. I know a lot of people that don't know how to read, or just on like second grade level of reading and math, and they graduated high school. And so once you get out there, all of the good jobs are based on what? Test. Either test or your education. Yeah. And that's how they eliminated us from the job market, from the good jobs, because we couldn't pass those tests. And everything is about a test, right? So then when I go over to the white school in the 12th grade, they had excellent teachers. They were so excellent, and the classes were so interesting, and the teachers would talk about things in life that was so wonderful. And the students there was like, I got an A. And the other one would be like, oh man, I got a B plus. How did you get that A? What was your answer on this? And they were in a heavy competition on getting the good grades. And their parents bought them cars and sent them to Hawaii and all kind of nice things when they got good grades, because they wanted to keep that motivation going, because they knew that if they had the mindset of passing tests with flying colors, opportunities would be unlimited. Yeah, whereas the ones that couldn't pass the test got eliminated. You see? And so all of these things went on, yes. But now we're talking about the Spirit Man School. So before, when we were all in organized religion, I'm not going to just say Christianity. All organized religion is a trick, because they have you worshiping and serving the creature more than the creator. Whoever that creature was that brought you to the Most High, they have you mentioning them more, giving them accolades more than they do the Most High. So it was all a big trick. And so we all went through that school while we were asleep. That inner city school with the rotten teachers, or the teachers that were dummies themselves. I knew a teacher couldn't even, he sounds so backwoods, couldn't pronounce his name even. Yeah, he was just backwoods. He was a big dummy. Yeah, but he was a substitute teacher. They had him teaching. And he didn't care. He passed you, honey. He passed you. Yeah, just be quiet in the classroom. Just cooperate. You pass. Yeah, we were in a very bad school system before our awakening. And now our schools are wonderful, and we're all motivated. All of us starseed that are awakened, we're motivated. And some of us pass tests with flying colors, and we share that information with others, and then they want to pass with flying colors, and it's so catchy, and it's a beautiful experience. Yeah, on different levels too. And the Most High is blessing us with wonderful teachers like Brother Maine, Abdullah Seer, coaching the fight, the torch bearer. These are some of my favorite teachers. There's so many of them out there. Big Judah, all of these wonderful teachers. And you know what? Don't feel bad. It's so many of them now. If I haven't mentioned you, and I made comments on your station, I really appreciate what you're sharing with the Hebrew Widow, because I have learned so much in such a short time. Thank you for all your efforts. Thank you for being that good teacher. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Because my mindset is totally changed. I'm not in that inner city school anymore. And I'm very motivated. And so now to the starseed. If there's still something in your life, you might have been elevated to another level, like the Hebrew Widow just passed that last one with a C minus. Yeah. And so there's still things that the Most High is dealing with me on. He's still dealing with me. I'm still praying for His mercy and His grace with certain things that are still in my life. Yes. Certain things that are still there. that I'm praying about. Yeah, and the Most High is blessing, Just like, okay, I'm going to tell you how he brought me out of one thing. I'm going to give you one example. In my last level, I got an A plus on that, only by the power and the spirit of the Most High and the fellow servants in the spirit realm. So I had a gambling addiction. I had it so bad. Ooh, I had it so bad. And I don't live far from a casino. Walking distance, actually. Man, I was a gambler for like over 2 decades. And so, how the Most High delivered me is I would go to the casino, and the whole time that I'm sitting there pushing that button, I'm hearing them bombardments from the spirit realm. Go not in the way of the heathen. Go not in the way of the heathen. And it wouldn't stop. I'm like, I would be, sometime if nobody was sitting around, I would talk back. People probably thought I was crazy. They got cameras everywhere. And I'd be like, I love doing what I'm doing. I love this. I love sitting at this chair, putting my money in, pushing this button and hoping I win. And if you want me to stop, God, if you want me to stop, then this is something that you have to do, because I can't do it on my own, because I love what I'm doing. So I need you to help me. Yeah, and this happened for like months. Every time I would go, I would just get bombarded with that same phrase, and I didn't understand it. And so how I passed with flying colors, I don't even know. It came straight from the spirit realm, because magically, I noticed like after about the 8th or 10th times that I actually had money in my pocket and I didn't go to the casino. Then I was like, I've had money and didn't go to the casino. And it just went on for about 10 times before I noticed that I wasn't even going anymore. And now it's been 3.5 years. All praises to the Most High. Yeah. So that one I came out with flying colors, because I told the Most High, came clean with him and said, Yahweh, I love it. I love it. And so if you don't want this for me, if it's something that's not pleasing you, I need you to help me. And he did. So that I passed with flying colors. Yeah. But on other things like anger, especially that, I love to play chess. And I have been told that I'm a very good defensive player, okay? Somebody come at me, I come harder in chess, and I get quite a few victories, because I look at how they're coming at me, and I adjust my game accordingly. So it just came naturally, because I've always been a defensive fighter. And so I have issues that needs to be refined in the fight. Okay, I really do. I need to be better with my skills with the fight. I really do. And so I'm praying that the Most High have grace and mercy upon me, where I can make him proud and not fail any quizzes from here on out. And when it's time to take that final examination, I pass with flying colors. Yeah. So that's just one example, or a couple of examples, okay? So there's different subjects in our lives. There's different things in our life. Like I said, there's different types of schools. There's peer pressure. All of the things, if you look at our spirit school and just think about it, our spirit school is very close to that. Yeah, so you might not have passed your last level with a 4.0 grade point average. You might be like the Hebrew widow, passed with a C minus, but you still in it, honey. And the Most High is elevating you. And the Most High will send help if you want it. Yeah. So start paying attention to different things in your life and the tests. Some tests we have to take over and over and over again. It might be like with people, like everywhere you go, every job you went on, you come across the same kind of test until you pass it. And then you can go on to the next level. Yeah. And so I'm praying that the Most High bless me on this level and bless all of you that's listening that has been elevated to a higher level, that the Most High bless you with companions in that level that have the same motivation as you and that you can help bring each other up. Yeah. And get a good grade this time. All praises to the Most High. So I thought I would share that with you, and just tell you to stay in it. Stay in it. And yes, there's things in our lives. There's things in my life that I'm not necessarily proud of. So I know that the Most High is not. But I know certain things that the Most High is proud of me on. I can't remember the last time that, as far as my flesh, I live a righteous life. I have lived a righteous life as far as my morality is concerned. Yes, all praises to the Most High. I don't seek out comfort in things pertaining to like sexuality. Yeah, my husband died, um, and it's been years. It's been years, and I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of that because I can't say that in my past that I've passed that with flying colors. Yeah, but I'm passing that grade with flying colors. All praises to the Most High that I know I'm living righteously in that area. Yeah, A plus. But then on the anger, yeah, and on other things that I care not to share because a lot of times we so hard on each other. We are so hard on each other. Yeah, we really hard on each other. When we see someone that's not necessarily passing with flying colors, or they might be failing, instead of encouraging that person, sometimes we judge them harshly and just cut them off because they don't have an A plus. None of us, well, I'll say a few of us have 4.0 grade point averages. And a 4.0, you can't get a 4.0 working on your own in the spirit school. You have to have tutors. And that's the Ruach HaKodesh. That's the ancestors and the angels. It's like a whole team that's helping you to get that 4.0. Yeah. And so I pray that the Most High bless us all and elevate. Yes, with the right companions for us to be in the right schools. Yeah. And that He gives us great success in the spirit realm so that we can pass these tests. Yeah, because really, like in school, I told you it's a process of elimination. That's all tests are, a process of elimination. Either you're going to make that grade and be elevated, or you're going to get left behind. You're going to be eliminated from the next level. So this is very important. Yeah, all praises to the Most High. So I just wanted to share these things with you. I hope that it blesses you. I hope that it blesses you, and I hope all of us pass this next level, whatever level you're on. I pray that you pass with flying colors, and that the Most High send His servants in the spirit realm and in this matrix to help you through. Yes, all praises to the Most High, and that He blesses all of our spirits. Yeah, and bless us to be disciplined enough to get it and to learn it, so that we will never have to take these tests again. Yeah. Okay, you guys, so I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your beautiful comments. Very supportive to the Hebrew widow. Yeah, because sometimes Hebrew widow be hard on herself. And I look at a comment and it's just like, oh, praises to the Most High. Yes, yes. So we in that spirit school. I just want you to know that we in the school here. Yeah. And some of us is in kindergarten. Some of us are in the 12th grade, some of us are in college, and some of us are in university, some of us are in graduate school now. We're all on different levels. And so may the Most High give us all great success in His kingdom so that we will be able to pass the test and get those jobs in the kingdom. Yes, and bless the Most High and make Him proud. Okay, you guys, Hebrew Widow out.